GoMovieTalks.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our show. This is Freddy and my co-host, Maria Laura. Maria Laura, how are you doing today?
I'm happy. I'm happy. How are you people? I hope everything's okay. This is our 14th episode. Megapixel is celebrating with all of us. And we're bringing a very cool movie named Hereditary. Dun,
Mm,
dun.
for y'all.
Guess who suggested that movie?
I mean, this is not the kind of movie Maria Laura watches just because she's scared.
And
So
I wouldn't suggest either, but anyways, he suggested that, and
the thing, you always watch a trailer or something. It's like, oh, it's a scary, and you just don't watch it. You have to watch it to actually know.
absolutely, absolutely, but I won't ever watch a movie if it's horror. It's like, okay, well, I'm doing that just because you suggested the movie, and
You
I
are
said, okay, this is for
entering
the
a
show.
genre, my lady. Horror is just as deserving of your attention.
I know, I know, I know. I mean, yeah, it's on me totally, but I just don't care. However, believe it or not, I love the movie.
Okay, but I'm interested in hearing your thoughts because yes, I proposed it, so clearly I love it. I will leave my comments for last because you said you laughed a lot. So I want
I
to know.
did.
It has its funny parts, but I want to know how much you laughed because I think that actually borderline on making fun of the movie. So I want to hear from you what actually made you laugh of the movie.
I laughed a lot about all absurdities of the drama, like I mean, there is a kid who kills another kid, and there are no police officers interested on the crime. you know?
Imagine, I had never thought of the police watching this movie.
I said, no, I mean, my first reaction when I saw the scene, the kid dies, and then, the other kid arrives to the apartment with the body of his sister, okay, but not the head. And then next scene is the mother, crying loudly because she realizes her kid died. And next scene is the funeral. There's a bunch of people, and I said, nobody asked how this kid died.
I mean, I will say, and again, this is coming from somebody who's very lenient on horror movies. So I know I'm not necessarily the one to be asking these questions. But yeah, the way I interpret it is they made huge jumps in time. So all of that information that for the viewer, or at least the director as a storyteller, and the director and writer as a storyteller, is just not interesting. So it's like, why am I gonna show the
Let me
police
tell
showing
you
up?
something.
That's not.
If police,
That's the reality. I'm not
if
saying that that shouldn't
police,
have happened,
if
but at the same
police
time, wouldn't this
does
take away from it?
its job, nothing would have finished like that.
It was
I
an
mean,
accident.
first of
Well, he
all,
was drugged. No, he was drugged. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was an accident,
exactly.
but he was drugged.
The boy was high on drugs, and he clearly was out of his mind. I mean, at least uh someone could have noticed that. I mean the two kids were particular, and they had such a weird behavior that you say, okay, I mean, you as a mother, you have to realize, come on.
I will say something else, and I think that's how the movie actually justified it. Because again, I insist, I'm so lenient. I never question horror movies because if I start doing that, then I don't watch them. Um,
That's what made me watch the movie with a different perspective and not get that scared, you know? Like, okay,
whatever.
okay.
Yeah, go with it. Yeah, but if you start questioning those things, I agree. It is a lot of the horror movies lose their magic. Because even so, let's face it, with the ending and all of that. I mean, reality wise, what are the odds of that ending actually happening? So of course you need to really indulge some fantasy into it. And I do think this genre and any horror in particular needs the viewer to be engaged, because if the viewer is not engaged, then they will start questioning these things. So that's also why I think I was really expecting your commentary on this, because I knew it's like MLaura, it's probably not gonna like it. So I'm glad you liked it. But
Yeah.
yes, this is the kind of stuff that I'm not objective about when it comes to horror movies. I just want to lose myself in the movie, and I guess I like I had never, MLaura, I've watched this movie like 4 or 5 times. Never had I question, oh, where's the police? I did not
No one was interested in how the poor girl died.
Oh my
You know?
God, hold
These are part of the special effects of this
on.
show.
Sorry, viewers. Sorry.
I'm gonna do some too, just
Oh my God.
to support you in that.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, that made me laugh. Okay, it was like, oh my God, this is so absurd. Okay, and then things I could, and then this mother. I mean, at the beginning, she never questioned the boy. She was like,
I mean, in her character, I think again, I think she was a psychologist, if I remember correctly. But she was very bad at it. And let's face it, she was still traumatized, not traumatized, controlled by her mom. She was still highly influenced by her mom, even though she had passed. And I actually think that's what the movie is about, because clearly there was this matronly figure that had a very strong hold
power.
on the entire family. And at the beginning of the movie, you may think as a viewer, oh yeah, it's the mother, the psychologist, the one that has the hold on the family. But no, she's also a peon in this story. And
Exactly.
and even more beautifully, because that's the other thing. I the movie may justify the lack of police officers and whatnot by saying that they were also part of the cult.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, it's a possibility. It's um not explained, but it's not shown. But at the same time, does it make a difference to the core of the story? Because I will say this: yes, the movie's horror, whatever, but I actually very much respect this movie for the I'm thinking liaisons, Jesus, for the relationship between the characters. That to me is what really holds this movie together. How the family interaction is portrayed. That to me is at the very core of
Yeah.
the movie.
Something, I mean, aside those things that made me laugh aside, okay? And of course, the typical cliche of, this is a horror movie and the house has to be very dark and there has to be like, that notion of everything happens and nobody dares lighting a candle
No
or
camera,
something.
nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, everything happens under very regular and natural darkness. So, yes, cliche. But things I loved about this movie, first of all, acting. Acting. Oh my God. Oh my God. So delicious. So delicious. I mean, this mother is, you know, I mean, to be that woman who, again, pretends to have a life, but at the end continues to be, you know, that model of castrating mother, you know. So, oh my God,
Yes.
this actress,
I mean, Toni
I
Collette
forgot
has
her name.
that thing. She, whichever project she's a part of, she shines. And even herself, I saw an interview recently. She accepted the role without actually knowing it was going to be a horror movie. So when she was filming, and then she's like, "Oh, I think this is going to be horror."
No, and
Girl,
just as a
didn't you read the
coincidence,
ending? Ooh.
just as another coincidence, after I watched the movie, I started to watch a series in which she is a
She appears.
protagonist.
The new one in Netflix.
The new one in Netflix, it's
Uh-huh.
called Wayward.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
And
Okay, I haven't watched it. Oh,
I
yeah.
think she was selected for this series just because of this role in this movie. And you will notice why. And everyone
Okay.
will notice why.
I
Yes.
mean, I will say this clearly that you know and especially Netflix, they tend to make TV shows around one big actor. Pretty much everybody else in the
Yeah.
cast may be somewhat unknown, but one actor holds the whole
Yeah.
production together. This is the case for her.
And
Clearly.
I've noticed that, you know, these actors did something very particular at a particular movie so that they are called just because of that particular thing. Okay, so in this case, you know, mother, castrating, controlling, etc., etc., you know, so you will notice, but I
Okay.
mean,
I'll
her
watch it. Yeah,
role.
that's a glimpse. I don't want to know anymore. Okay. I want to keep the
No,
surprise.
and this
But
series you
Toni
will
Collette,
love, people. You will love, okay? But
Tony, just saying, I love your acting. I've loved you ever since Sixth Sense. So yeah, this is, in my opinion, one of your biggest roles,
yes,
personally. But honestly, you are top notch every single time. So my
exactly.
respects to you.
No, and I saw her. I don't remember the name of the movie, but I saw her at a completely different genre, which was
Little Miss
comedy.
Sunshine.
Ah, that one too, but no. But I saw a comedy movie, and she's fantastic. She's fantastic. I mean, even when the movie could not be that good, she
She shines. Yes.
shines.
I put her
Exactly.
I put her at the same level as Meryl Streep, honestly. I just see Toni Collette. Oh, I want to watch her. I don't care what the
Toni
movie's about.
Collette, that's
I'll
her
watch it.
name. Yes,
Yes.
yes. No, no, no. She's amazing. She's
Yeah.
tremendous, tremendous. So, getting back to Hereditary, yes, I love that fact. I love again the fact that that these type of movies touches how significant um past generations are and how they mark and transcend in time, no matter what.
No
Okay.
matter what.
I mean,
Yes.
it's not something future generations will be able to control, even when they are pretty aware of the whole situation and all that. I mean, it's something completely natural.
Even if you're adopted. That's the thing, because that let's face
Exactly.
it, maybe you didn't grow up with your parents. It's in your genes. There is something, that element, that when you grow up, it will not necessarily be controlled. And that's something that you have to come to terms with, even if you were adopted. Just because, yes, you don't know your origins, and you have all the right to know it. Just because that not emptiness, that hole, that not having the parents who gave birth to you, not
Uh,
having them around, it leaves a mark. So it is important for you to
Yes.
process that as well.
just as well as genetics, there is a cultural component there, which is essential in the history of every human being. Okay.
Mhm.
So the movie reflects that in such a way that you say, bravo,
Yeah.
bravo, bravo, amazing. I mean, you're not gonna get rid of that. Certainly it was funny when you know she's with this group of people looking for some help, and suddenly she starts talking and she says, okay, well, I don't want to talk that much. And then when she starts talking, my mother was schizophrenic, my brother was bipolar. You know, it's like, okay, girl, are you actually expecting your family to be different? No, I mean, it is there. It's natural. I mean, that's not something you have to be ashamed of because it's natural. I mean,
I
it's
don't think she was ashamed, but she was expecting. I agree with you. She was expecting them to like to apologize. I think that's how she felt, and maybe yes, they did you wrong, but that's not gonna happen at this point. You also need to move past that. But again, that's how trauma happens. This lady never healed that part, so very very big irony. She's a psychologist who actually didn't heal herself in the process, and in return she's really not able to be a good mother because she never had the example, and second, she never learned how to. She's just
yeah.
repeating the
And
same mistake, try to do better, but she doesn't really know how. So
exactly, exactly. And even though you are probably, you know, the luckiest in the family who didn't have, you know, that genetic influence on, you know, this load of having a mental illness, again, it's in your genes. I mean, have a look at your kids, okay? So how are you able to criticize or to demand something different from your mother when actually you're having the same situation
and
and
you
you
haven't
don't know how
changed.
to face
Yeah.
it? Okay?
I will, yeah, I'll piggyback on that. Expecting others to change without you changing first, that's a very hypocritical, but it's a mistake.
Exactly.
It's a mistake, a very common mistake. A lot of us do it, and probably we've made it as well in certain circumstances. So it is a very high call just to expect change from others if you don't change yourself first. But
Exactly.
you
Exactly. Something I really, really love is the way the movie begins with the mock-up, you know, like the scene
Ah,
goes,
the model,
uh-huh,
yeah, the model house.
exactly. The scene goes like, you know, through the whole house, okay? And suddenly there is this model made by this character, and then it enters in the story. Oh, that was
Don't, I think that's a regular thing throughout the entire movie because even when the daughter has the accident, they showcase the model with the head somewhere, right?
yes,
Exactly.
yes,
So
yes.
I think the movie makes it part of the film by making it look like she is aware of what's going to happen. She represents that in the models, but she's not aware of what she's doing. I think
Mm,
so.
well, yeah, but I mean the that particular model of the scene where her when her daughter dies, it's pretty well explained in the movie. I mean, she does that just because, you
To
know,
process.
she's
Yes. Yes,
processing.
exactly. Uh-huh.
Exactly.
No, no, that's why I'm like, okay, I didn't remember. Yeah, to
Yeah.
process. Mhm.
Uh-huh. But the other, I mean, for example, mm, the beginning itself, it's so interesting.
Yeah,
So
no, it's very beautifully made. And then it transitions into the movie. And also the shot is just filmed from the side of the room, and then just from the model to the actual scene, it's just straight. It's seamless to the viewer.
Exactly. Now, how about that father?
Look, we've discussed it here many times already.
I mean,
He's there. Okay, good for you.
it seems to be like, it's a very marked pattern. It's there to tell you something.
But look, even Toni Collette's character, and I will make the comparison right now with Excision. It's the same. The parenting, it's the same.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
So, hovering mothers, do not be so controlling and castrating, and fathers, show up.
Exactly. Do something.
Yeah, do something. This is.
It's like, okay, I mean, have a look at the guy. The boy is yelling, they have these arguments. Meanwhile, they were having dinner. By the way, again, her acting and the script was fantastic. But they were having this argument. He was quiet, saying, silence, silence, silence. I mean, what the hell? I mean, in which universe do you guys consider that's effective parenting, you know? Or even affecting, I don't know, husbanding, It's again.
But I mean, that's the patterns you tend to see in real life, even more so, and I'll call it out here in the US. That's the approach a lot of parents are
Everywhere,
taking nowadays.
everywhere. I mean, I had it at home. Okay, so it's it's like and then you see it, and then I mean, how does society expect to have anything different
Doing the same thing
regarding?
over and over. Yes. I mean, we're at the point where we clearly, well, those who look from the outside are aware that that parenting style is not really working. But parents in general seem to be leaning even stronger to there. And I, again, we don't have any kids, so I'm pretty sure you and I will be criticized for this. But again, we as teachers, because if there's something we're good at is at teaching, and parenting has something to do with teaching. So coming from that perspective, we understand that we already tried a method. You have to change course, one, and second, there needs to be some kind of, I mean, I will say the word punishment, but negative feedback. If your children are doing something wrong, there has to be a consequence to that negative act.
Exactly.
Otherwise, what's the whole point? You're just teaching your offspring,
Again,
whatever you do, you will get by. You have to do something about it.
It in certain points, and I'm not justifying this mother, okay, but in at certain point, you can understand that her hysteria comes from the fact that she didn't want to have the baby. That scene was very, very funny, actually, for me. I mean, when she spits reality to the kid, like, I didn't want to have you, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's funny. That's funny. And I think it's meant to be like, oh, lady. And then you just
Oh
start
my
laughing
God.
like, oh, Jesus, you went there. Yes. No, it was funny.
Yeah. But again, you can easily understand her hysterical behavior just because of the fact that, she has been carrying with this whole situation when she actually didn't want to have that baby. okay? And nor the second to come, okay?
And I also realized, and this is also a common pattern, beyond the fact that she's a psychologist, she bottled up all of her trauma. She didn't deal with it. She just, put it aside. And of course, it's coming to the surface because she never dealt with it. And that is a lesson, another lesson to be learned for everybody. Anything that you put to the side and it's not addressed, it will come back and bite you. Get it?
Exactly.
Even more so as a parent, because I will agree with you, under those tense circumstances, most definitely you will see that whatever your kids do that will remind you of those instances from you in the past, that you will do the same mistakes your parents did because you never learned the lesson. You just said, you know what, I'm past that, I'm better than this, and you never addressed it. So.
Exactly. So you have two different options for parenting, people. Whether you consciously realize what you're doing and you try to make it better, or you simply don't have a kid.
I was going to say the same thing. And you even have two different options for offsprings. You can have children or you can have pets.
Pets, exactly.
You see,
know,
you
like,
solve your problems, viewers. Don't have kids. Oh my God.
remember that
If you want to have kids, it's fine.
Remember that meme with the mother taking her son to the doctor because her son didn't like vegetables. No, her son didn't like fish. The doctor said, cats do. Change it for a cat.
Exactly.
I say it's not that
no
funny,
kid, it's a
but when
cat.
you see
Yeah.
that meme, you laugh a lot. It's the
Mhm.
same. It's the same here. I mean, stop repeating the pattern
Yeah,
because
but Maria Laura, we know it. And again, we really don't have anything against kids. Actually, Maria Laura loves kids. I don't. But the whole point is it's a responsibility. It's just not something you do. You don't have to have children. It's really something that you need to be prepared for. And I will say it, in my opinion, like 95% of the people didn't even take the consideration of, am I actually not ready? Because nobody's really ready for parenting. But are you really willing to be a parent? Because I think that's the biggest thing. You need to really want to be parents. But a lot of people is just, oh, I'm pregnant. I guess I'm a parent now.
it's time to finish the show, Freddie.
What are you thinking? Okay. Well, people, I guess that's it. Maria Laura was
No,
overloaded.
you know what I was thinking? Actually, you said Maria Laura loves kids. I don't know where you took that from because
Not
I don't. No. I mean, I've worked with kids. I respect them as the human beings they are, and they are beautiful as long as they are not mine. But no. Let's say goodbye, Freddie, because
because I
the
hate
thing
kids. Bye.
no, I was gonna say people are going to continue having kids. So
Yeah, exactly. Regardless of any advice we give here, people will continue having kids and they'll continue being brats.
exactly. Yes. So this is it. Thank you.
Watch Hereditary. Let us know. I mean, this is a fairly famous movie. So
Yes.
drop a comment. Let us know your thoughts on the movie.
Yes.
If you haven't watched it, I mean, catch up. You're late to the party. This movie was huge years ago. So you better get on it. Wake it up.
But you are still on time to watch the movie first and then watch Wayward on Netflix, and you will love absolutely everything as a whole. Okay.
Look at her promoting this show. Okay, I'll watch.
Well, well, I know what I'm talking about. I binge watched the whole series.
The best people. We love binge watching here. Yes, I support you. I support you. Well,
Well,
again,
cool. Thank you. Thank you so much.
thanks for watching Go Movie Talks. This was Freddy and my lovely co-host, Maria Laura. What is it? Like, subscribe, drop a comment, share. Tell us what you thought of the movie. We love you. See you next time.
Thanks for watching Go Movie Talks.